So the best trading platform 100% depends on what kind of trader you are and somewhat of what you're looking for. And so in this video, I'm gonna give you a run through of what I would consider to be the best one for stocks, options, futures, Forex, and crypto. Now, first off, Ninjatrader. This is a platform I've used for over 5 or 6 years at this point, and they've recently started that. I don't know if a lot of platforms do this. They've started having contests where you can make real money from demo trading. So you can, as a beginning trader, can go in, join a contest that usually are, just a couple of days, so they're pretty quick, and you can earn real money. Some of these prize pools can be $25,000, $50,000, and I'm pretty sure they have some that are up to $250,000. So this is some serious potential to make money as a beginning trader just while you're learning and practicing without taking the risk of putting real money on the line. Now, in terms of the actual platform, because that's the most important part, I always found that their charting was really, really clean. And as a futures trader, the execution and ability to take trades and manage trades was really, really easy. They have a ton of third-party add-ons that you can either buy or install for free that make it really, really robust and customizable. And as well as you can pretty much connect any broker to it and trade a lot of other assets. Generally, Ninjatrader is focused on futures as a charting platform, but you can also a lot of the time trade Forex and crypto and other assets on it. I always keep my trading super simple and clean, and Ninjatrader is really nice for that, for just entering in trades at a click of a button, but also being able to calculate how much I'm gonna make or lose on a specific trade with custom tools. Now, just like pretty much every platform these days, they have demo trading. They have the ability to run back and simulated trade old data, which is really good as a beginner for learning. Ninjatrader, I would say, shines as a desktop platform. They do have a web-based platform, which makes it really, really good for just accessing everywhere if you don't want to download a whole desktop version. I would say in general, desktop platforms are way more powerful if you're serious about trading than trading on a web-based system. And just like any platform that we're gonna go over, I would say there's always a steep learning curve to them. They all are slightly different, which is kind of frustrating, but generally, after about a week and, one tutorial video on YouTube, you'll have it figured out and you'll be able to consistently trade with how you want, look at charts and analyze them. Now, if you're more interested in options trading, the best option for that is Thinkorswim. I used to trade options before I switched to futures, and Thinkorswim was what I used all the time. They have insane tools for analyzing and looking at option spreads and being able to see how they're gonna play out, what it means for your option spread or trade or contract when it gets to a certain price. And as well, just the options chain on there is super clean. I always found that trading on Thinkorswim was the best way to go for options. Another option that is actually really good for beginners with options, because when I first started out, options are insanely complicated. Once you kind of understand them, honestly, they're still kind of complicated with some of them. That's why I honestly switched to futures. Just trading them was complex. Either way, another really good option for it, which I thought was simpler than Thinkorswim. Thinkorswim is the end all of really good options trading. It has everything you want. Once you understand it all, it's great. But when you're first starting out, it's a lot. And so I would recommend checking out TastyTrade. Their platform is kind of designed in a lot more visually pleasing and visually easy way to understand options and how the spreads and everything works. And so that, even if you're demo trading and just checking it out and practicing, is really what I would recommend for options. And then once you kind of have it figured out, start to mess around and play with Thinkorswim and go from there. Now let's talk about Forex. I've actually traded Forex on Ninjatrader, and I thought, just because I really like that platform for futures and trading on, a smaller time frame chart, like a minute chart or a 5-minute chart, I thought Ninjatrader worked really well for Forex. And so I definitely recommend checking it out if you're looking to trade Forex. But to give you another option, TWS is a really good, robust option, kind of like Thinkorswim in terms of its functionality for trading Forex. Now the problem, kind of like with Thinkorswim, is it's very complex looking. I've tried to use it before, and as a beginner, it was very confusing. And so if you're more experienced and like the more complex, more robust platforms, I would definitely check TWS out. It's very fast. It's a desktop platform, which is really good for fast trading and entering in quickly. Sometimes if you're trading on web platforms like TradingView, it can be slower, there can be internet issues, there can be problems. Not that it happens very often, but it can happen more often than a more dedicated platform. I would say if you're going for a more beginner friendly and a very popular option, nothing wrong with this option at all. Tons of people use it. TradingView is probably one of the most popular platforms to use Forex on. And I'm gonna lump crypto in with this as well, because you can access pretty much anything on it for your charting and trading. You can demo trade on it. It's super easy to access because it is a web-based platform. And so as a beginner, if you're just trying to get your foot in the door, kind of just check things out, it's a really good option to trade Forex or crypto on if you're looking to just kind of wet your feet, look at charts while you're watching and learning YouTube videos. Just like any other platform, it has your indicators, your drawing tools, on chart, trade management, and it allows you to, access that pretty much anywhere from, a laptop and just be on a web browser. I'm not a huge fan of the mobile app, but it does still work if you're looking to trade on your phone as well. Again, across the board, I would not recommend trading on the phone. It's just generally not a good idea if you're trading something that's more fast paced. Now, if you're trading something that's longer term, swing trading and stock trading, trading on the phone can be fine, because you don't have to be really, really fast paced. The chart's not moving fast on a daily chart. Now, just to run through a couple of other options, TradeStation is a good trading platform. It's a lot more algorithm based, but you can trade options, futures, and it's kind of like Thinkorswim. You can trade a lot of things on it. But from what I understand and remember about it is it does have some paid features versus some of these other free platforms. But if that's what you're looking for, more robust, sometimes paid features, when you really get into trading, can really be worth it. When you're risking, $500 on a trade at some point, paying $100 for an extra feature one time doesn't seem like a big deal. But that's definitely down the road once you kind of know what you're doing. So I'll leave links to all these down below. Again, I highly recommend Ninjatrader with those competitions that they have if you're kind of not really sure what you want to do. Easy way to get some money and start trading. And also, if you choose to go with Ninjatrader, I have a tutorial on the web-based platform and the desktop platform you can check out right here.